going to go inspect is 7 minutes and we haven't descended yet, and it doesn't look like we are descending anytime soon, so I think the next campsite might just be on the top of a mountain, so we'll have a look.
Good morning from a sunny Narooma. We arrived here last night, but we're just so totally tired that we decided not to film anything, just make our dinner and go to bed. Plus it was raining, and you know what we like with rain, it's our like Doctor Who and the Daleks, you know, that sort of thing.
Like Kong and Godzilla.
Yeah, like Rick and Negan, you know.
Thanos and the whole Marvel
universe,
yeah.
Anyway, we are now off to the beach. So we're parked pretty much on the beach.
We are.
In this like foresty area behind us. And then we're gonna go for a dip in the pool.
The cold pool.
The cold pool that's apparently heated, but we'll...
Oh, it's not. I've dipped my hand in. It's not heated.
Handkerchief Beach. Here we go. I can hear the waves. Flippies.
Wow.
We're on the beach, Narooma Beach. We are here, and there's an island just behind us over here. I wonder what it's called. I'll find out for you guys. First time dipping our feet into the ocean. Don't get washed away, Jose. Cold? So the island just over there behind me is Montague Island. It has a lighthouse. Yeah, just so you know, if you cared. But if you didn't care, then
You know anyway.
you know anyway. Our camp is just there. And the beach is just through there. A campsite with a pool area. What do you think?
It's cold,
We'll
but
soon
it's
see.
good for us.
So it's not deep enough to, it's not deep enough to jump, so you have to like
Lower
yourself
yourself
in slowly. I'm going to try and do that as quickly as possible, but it is cold. It's like an ice bath.
Oh my god. Is it nice once you're in? No?
So that was damn cold, but me and Josie both feel 100 times better. I don't know what it is about a cold detox, but it just makes you feel amazing, and that's how we feel right now.
So, James was definitely right. It was literally like an ice bath, but once you were in and got like your neck under, it was actually really lovely. Kind of glad it wasn't heated in the end.
So this is the setup we have going on today. We are like all alone back here. There's no one else around, and this might be the best campsite we stayed at. We've got the solar going, connecting up to the battery and to the fridge freezer. We may make it look easy, by the way. We may look like we're plain sailing with our battery and fridge setup, but last night the battery drained to absolutely zero, I'm pretty sure, and we had to leave the fridge off and turn the battery off so it didn't discharge. So yeah, we do have some issues. We are still in the Narooma, feeling better after our cold bath.
Oh, it was so nice.
So good, and we're ready to move on. So we're going up to Batemans Bay before we hit the capital city of Australia, which is quite a big landmark for our trip. That's the first major place.
Canberra City.
Surely, right? Yeah, the capital city, right?
Yeah.
I don't know why I didn't ask that. Yeah, the first major city of our trip, which is quite exciting, apart from Melbourne, obviously. So yeah, we will see you in Batemans Bay. We will see you in we will see you in Batemans Bay. Batemans Bay. We're currently in Batemans Bay. Batemans Bay. We're heading back to the campsite now. We're going to explore Batemans Bay town. Went to Aldi.
Got dinner.
Got dinner, and now we're heading to camp at 11:50.
We were meant to be staying in Batemans Bay tonight. We hadn't booked it yet because the lady said, oh, just show up and have a look around, see if you like it before booking. We actually did really like it, but there's a very select few unpowered sites on the campsite, and they were literally positioned right on the beach. And so basically it was just way too windy for us, and then we asked about the powered campsites to see how much they were. It wasn't too bad, but just more than we'd like to spend. I think it was $38. So we just thought, now we've looked all around Batemans Bay and the other campsites just weren't really to our liking, personal preference, also really expensive. So we're gonna just drive towards Canberra and see if we can find one. We did find one which is 10 minutes outside of Batemans Bay, but we were about to book it because it looked amazing, it looked really pretty. But they said that everyone in the campsite that's currently there is leaving because there's evacuating.
Leaving, they're evacuating.
Because there's a high alert for flooding. And did she say it was going to happen tonight? She said tomorrow night. She said starting tomorrow night. So we said, oh, well, we only want one night. And she said, that's fine, it's not going to flood tonight, but it's extremely wet and boggy. So we were like, it's probably best not. But then we asked how much the price was, and it again was like really expensive. So now we're just going to drive, and there's lots of campsites like around Canberra, and we need to be there tomorrow midday anyway, so we'll just see what campsites show themselves along the way, I guess. I'm a bit nervous, but that's okay. We'll just pull up somewhere. Worst case. We are obviously still on the road to Canberra, and the road that we have just ascended was so steep, so windy.
We nearly didn't make it up. I thought the car was going to blow up.
It did sound like the engine was going to blow up. We made it, and we did it, and now we're on our way down the hills. But yeah, it was struggling up the hill, maybe because it's so heavy. I don't know.
Sticky jerky.
There's camper vans though, caravans and stuff going up these hills. So there's a whole lorry. The next campground that we're going to go inspect to see if it's any good is 7 minutes, and we haven't descended yet, and it doesn't look like we are descending anytime soon. So I think the next campsite might just be on the top of the mountain. So we'll have a look.
So we've ended up in a little place called Braidwood, and it might just be the cutest place we've come across so far in Australia. It's like a really historical place. It's pretty cool. Pretty cute, actually.
It's really, really cute.
Jessie's found herself a new waterproof jacket because her one before was quite high vis, and
it wasn't just high vis, it
not
wasn't
waterproof. Yeah, so this one's a lot better, but you now support the rugby team of
Wanderers Australia.
Let's know if that team's good or bad.
I mean, if it's bad, then it was $12, so it's fine. If it's good, also, it was $12. That's pretty good.
Even better. Just arrived at the camp. It's a showgrounds of some sort of like, you know, a race course. There is a big ugly grey cloud coming our way, and the blue skies are escaping, so we're going to brace for some rain and wind. But other than that, this place is pretty nice. And we weren't wrong. Just seconds later, the rain starts to hit, but we're going to stay positive. We're going to eat our sandwiches, and we're going to chill out, aren't we?
Oh.
Yeah, it's about to hit pretty hard, but we'll try and survive the storm. The rain hit, but very lightly actually. It wasn't the storm I really made it out to be. It was a very light storm.
For now.
Yeah, we'll see what happens during the rest of the night.
If it stays like this, I actually don't mind. It's fine if it stays like this.
Mm-hmm. I thought it might be a good time to do a mini assessment of our first 2 weeks camping.
Yeah, 2 weeks.
A week and a half or something.
It's only a week and a half.
Yeah. So top 3 things learned. Stay away from wind.
Stay away from water.
Stay away from rain. And stay away from sand.
What else is there? Stay away from the beach if you've got a rooftop tent, because there's going to be wind.
Look, we're going to get into the weather. The nice weather next week. It's meant to be sunny all of next week. We're going to be in Sydney for 2 weeks. We're going to be in Canberra for 2 days. You know, it's going to start looking a bit better from here out, I think.
We've learnt a lot.
We have learnt a lot.
In a week and a half. How has it only been a week and a half?
I know, crazy. But yeah, we're going to enjoy our night now. We're going to have some dinner later. And yeah, catch you tomorrow on our way to Canberra. Today is the day that we go to Canberra. Today is also the day that we get to sleep in a bed tonight. We woke up in a tent and we go to sleep in a bed. We're now navigating out of this muddy field
car really struggled then.
4-wheel drive mode is on. Josie is
Stressed.
and avoiding
No,
all
we're
of the
fine.
mud.
We're fine.
Even though our car's pretty much made to do this sort of thing, but
We're not used to 4x4s.
we're not yet. And finally, today is also the day we treat ourselves to a takeaway coffee. We do this like once a week. Obviously, we can't afford to do this every single day of our lives. We would if we could, of course, but we do it once a week just to give ourselves a little taste of luxury, let's say. And whilst we're on the topic, what I will mention is, if you like the content and you want to support us in a different kind of way, click the link below and you can buy us a coffee yourselves. And look at this car. This is what happens when you travel in a car. Like, we are full to the absolute brim. We have the toothbrushes over here, easily accessible, and the face cream that I use. We then have the keys down here to unlock the tent. We have a temperature dial so we know what the fridge is at all times. We have this little magnetic thing so we can attach the sat nav on. We have a smelly thing to make sure the car doesn't smell too bad. And we have this big ass water jug that we keep down by my feet. And I have got leg room that I would receive on Ryanair. We also have Josie, who's driving today.
Hey.
Driving us safely to Canberra.
I am indeed.
And yeah, should we get coffee there? That guy was going to run us over. But anyway, we're going to get coffee. Excuse that guy. We're going to get a coffee at the most popular place in the street, it appears. I nearly spilled my whole coffee trying to get a video. Look at this place. Look at the buildings. They're just so lovely. And it looks rubbish right now because it's not sunny, but on a sunny day, this place would be...
It still looks kind of cute.
We have seen 2 or 3 Australian capital territory signs so far, but I don't actually think we've arrived in the Australian capital just yet. We're very close though, and it will be our second border change.
Oh wow.
Because it does count as its own state, ACT. But yeah, did you know Canberra is a man-made city? There was a fight between Melbourne and Sydney on who would be the capital of Australia. They couldn't decide. This is a very brief, simple history, by the way. There's probably a lot that goes into it. They couldn't decide, so they used a man-made created city, Canberra, to host as the capital city. History lessons with James. We have passed through the Australian Capital Territory, ACT, on the highway, and we've then driven back out of it, back into New South Wales, because ACT is completely surrounded by New South Wales, so you can essentially drive through it without even reaching Canberra, if that makes sense. So that's what we've done, and now we're going to drive back into it, back into ACT again to actually reach the main city. And we're about to cross the border for the second time, for the third time actually.
Really
3
weird,
times.
isn't it?
This is 3 times we've crossed into the capital territory. But yeah, we're in
Queen Bayan or something?
I don't know how to Queen Bayan or something like that. We're about to cross into Canberra, so stay tuned if you want. So we just arrived at our house for the next 2 days, looking after 2 beautiful cats. This is Parker, hiding under there. Hey mate. And if you're wondering how we do this, we use a site called Trusted House Sitters and Aussie House Sitters, both of which allow you to apply for house sitting jobs, pet sitting jobs all over the country. So you get free accommodation in the place you want to be, and they get a free pet sitter to look after their pets. And that's what we're doing at the moment. We're staying in Canberra in a house for 2 days, which is quite a luxury after we've been in a tent for 2 weeks. So for our first night in Canberra, we're just going to take it easy, chill out, and head to the pub for a couple of pints.
Yeah,
so
we had a few bits to do, didn't we, after we handed over with our host.
Yes. Yeah. And then tomorrow we'll head into the city and explore properly.
Day of exploring.
Oh yeah.